I want someone to throw a book in my face. Come on. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I do just want to preface, don't look too hard at my nose. I have no idea why it's red like that. I thought it was because I wore my glasses all day, but then I realized that I haven't put them on at all this whole entire day, and it's so annoying because my dad is going to be home soon and he's going to think I got beat up. Like, I know he is. The guy just goes to the extreme in every conversation. But anyways, today I'm going to be recommending books that I think you guys should read over the summer. Obviously the summer is like, what is it, like halfway over, or am I just crazy? I feel like it's like halfway done, at least when it comes to, like, you know, school kind of coming back into play. But not for me, babes. I'm done with school. I'm a full-grown adult here. Okay, so I do want to say that I feel like whenever I watch videos of people who recommend books to read over the summer, I always find that they are kind of placated in the genre of like rom-com or books that like take place at a beach. And so for me personally, whenever I watch those videos, I never can really relate to their recs, or I just know for me personally, I wouldn't pick that book up normally. So their video, it kind of just doesn't help me. And so I thought, you know, now that I'm doing this video, I definitely wanted to kind of broaden my horizons with the recs, because me personally, I am not a rom-com girly. That's not the books I read. And so I kind of wanted to make a video for the girls who are kind of in my boat as well. So first book that we're going to start with, we're kind of going to go like in different genres throughout. But the first one I want to talk about is a book that if you wanted to, you could read in one sitting, if you wanted to. It's called In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. So this book, first of all, super short, guys. I think it's like under 300. Like, it sits at 250. It's a perfect book if you are looking for something that you can genuinely read in 4 hours or less. If you're a fast reader, you can read it in less than 4 hours. So this is kind of, I would say, like magical realism, lit fic, and romance all in one book. Super freaking pretty. So this book follows our main character, Dani, and in her life she has like her dream job and she has like a boyfriend. But it's kind of funny because the way they write her boyfriend, it's kind of like she'll be like, oh, he, you know, he's good at this and good at this, and you know, our relationship is easy and I'm okay, I'm like kind of happy with him. But you can tell, like, under the surface, she's not like, you can tell that's not her soulmate, or like she's not, you know, willing to die for that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can feel the vibes. And so something happens where she falls asleep, wakes up, and suddenly she's like in a different life. Where she's like still herself, but she's got like a different man, she's in a different apartment, a different job, and it's like this very weird kind of magical realism take on like a different life. And as the story progresses, you kind of discover how she got there, and it's so interesting and so like weird and so good. But I definitely recommend this book for those who like really enjoy kind of reading a book that is more lit fic than anything else. But yeah, that is In 5 Years by Rebecca Searle. Next book is definitely probably a more romance-centered book. Like I said, any romance books I own or any romance books that I enjoy are not going to be rom-coms, because I don't like rom-coms. So I do have this book, One True Love by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I want to start off by saying that this is top. Like, she is top tier, 6 out of 5 stars. Like, she is the epiphany of romance for me. Like, when I look at romance books, I'm like looking like, oh, but can you beat this? But can you be as good as this? And so this book is actually about our main character. Her name is Emma. So Emma is married to, let me see if I can get these names. So Emma is married to Jesse. They are high school sweethearts. Now, one day Jesse goes in a helicopter and the helicopter crashes and Jesse is presumed dead. Okay, now time passes and our main character Emma falls in love again. So she has a new man, she's in love, and now she's engaged to her new man, whose name is Sam. Now, out of the blue, she gets a phone call and she's like, hello. And on the other line is her dead husband saying, hi, I'm back. Turns out he was, you know, not dead. he's on like an island, had to get back to her, whatever. And the book is literally about Emma's journey to decide who she wants to spend the rest of her life with. Her not dead husband or her now fiance. And it is like, oh my God, it's soul crushing to like read these, to like read the quotes. It's soul crushing in the best way. Little thing about me is I love to cry. I know that's kind of fucking weird, but it is the truth. And I'm a very naturally like sensitive person, empathetic person. So it honestly doesn't take much, but if you can make me cry, it's probably going to be an automatic 5 stars. And I was crying most of the time reading this. Most of the time I was crying, you know, it's whatever. But yeah, definitely another book that I highly recommend you check out. Another one that I'm going to recommend is a book that I actually recently read on my Kindle. It was called Untamed by Glennon Doyle, the one in the middle right here. So I got the book on Kindle, but I actually read it on audiobook because the author was the one that read the book, and it's like a memoir of her life. Oh my gosh, how do I explain this book? Okay, so this book follows our main character Glennon, and at this moment she is married, she's got 2 children, and she kind of discovers that she's not really in control of her life. Like, she has, you know, allowed herself to be walked over. She has kind of been a people pleaser her whole life. She's not satisfied with her life, and it's her journey of discovering herself, her journey of putting herself first and respecting herself by doing things that she wants to do. And throughout this story, first of all, I definitely related heavy to this, and I think it's I love reading stories about women who kind of go through life a certain way and then have to take a step back and realize, wait, I'm living my life for someone else instead of myself when I should be putting myself first because it's my life. This is all I got. And so I really enjoy reading stories about that because me being a young adult, being a woman, I definitely know that I am a people pleaser, and it's something that I don't like about myself. It's something that I've always been. Like, I can think about my earliest memory, and it was me pleasing someone else, and by doing that I was like putting myself down and putting myself last and disrespecting myself. And it was just really interesting to read a story about a woman who could see that and who made changes to kind of redirect her life into the direction that she wanted it to go. And it was very inspiring. And I ended up getting the Kindle version just so that I could highlight certain quotes that she was saying, because they were so profound that as soon as I was like listening to it on the audiobook, I just like needed to like make sure I had those words forever. So got that on audiobook. It's a great book. If you guys are interested in anything that I said, you need to read these books because they're great. Let's see, let's do another one. Next one, this is a book I recommend in like every single rec video I ever make and will ever make, because I don't think, I mean, I understand Jodi Picoult is, people probably know her name, right? Like, she is established, she is an established author. I'm not gonna say that she's not, because she is, but I just feel like maybe it's specifically in like younger audiences, I just don't feel like people know her. Like, this is definitely like a middle-aged, like an older person would definitely know more of her works than like the younger people, like people my age and younger. And so I always try to make it a goal to like bring up this book in like all of my rec videos, because this is top 5 books I have ever read in my entire life. Yeah, so this book is soul crushing. I do want to preface that. So super quick explanation of this book. So we have our main character, Anna. Anna is 13 years old. Now, Anna has a sister whose name is Kate. Kate is a little bit older, let's say 16. And so Kate actually has cancer. And so long story short, let me think. So Anna and Kate's parents, I screwed this explanation up. Oh my God, let me start over. So Kate has cancer, right? Now Kate is the older daughter. So when the parents discover that Kate has cancer, they learn that one way that she could be potentially cured is through a bone marrow transplant. Now, none of the family members were a match. So the parents decided to have another child specifically for the sole purpose of to get bone marrow out of that new baby for Kate. So our main character, Anna, is that baby that they had for the sole purpose to get bone marrow that was a match for their daughter, Kate. And so Anna is currently 13 years old, and Kate still has cancer. And Anna kind of goes through life literally like she has no control over her body. She's being taken to hospitals, you know, her blood is being drawn, her bone marrow is being taken from her, she's getting surgeries, all so that, you know, her things that she grows in her own body are taken out and given to her sister without her consent. And she becomes fed up with it, and she makes a very big decision. And the book is about her trying to emancipate herself from her parents so that they have no control over what Anna does with her own body. And there's this insane oh my gosh, there's this insane moment in the book. It's not even a spoiler, it's fine. But there's this insane moment where Anna is like, I think it might be like an inner monologue. And Anna's like, you know, I love my sister Kate so much, but I'm just not willing to give her anymore. And I was just like, oh, yikes. That's a knee slapper. Bro, when I read that, I was like, oh, okay, queen. So yeah, definitely top. But the one thing I will say is do not watch the movie, because the movie is horrible and they literally changed half the book. So don't watch the movie. All right, how many is that? That's 4. Let's do 5. Let's do one more. FYI, this is totally like top of the head stuff. I didn't plan this at all. What are the genres? You got romance, lit fic. We need to switch it up. Let me go in my bag of books and see what the vibes are. Okay, last book, I have decided that we are going to do The Little Liar by Mitch Albom. I chose this book because it is another 5-star for me. I read it this year. First of all, look at my hand and look at this book. It is so petite and it's so cute. I'm obsessed with the way it looks. This has 330 pages, so very short, very doable, and like a weekend if you really put your mind to it. So this is a book. It's actually historical fiction. We are in the setting of World War II, Holocaust. So we are following our main character. Actually, let me first make this connection really quick. So if you are an historical fiction girly and you love reading historical fiction, I would definitely recommend this book to you. I would say it's in the same vein as The Book Thief, because The Book Thief is also World War II and it's told in the narration of death, whereas this book is World War II, but it's told in the narration of truth. And it's so interesting. Like, oh my god, it just makes me like, it kind of gives me chills just thinking about the way this book was written. Like, it's kind of creepy, to be completely honest. Like, let me just read you this one thing super quick. You can trust the story you are about to hear. You can trust it because I am telling it to you, and I am the only thing in this world you can trust. Like, that's kind of how the book is written. Like, it's very like, I'm truth. Like, it kind of just grabs you in and just like, listen to me. So yeah, definitely recommend this book. It's about a boy. His name is Nico. He's a Jew, and he's like a child at the very beginning. So he's like maybe like 10. And so he is known in his community for being someone who never tells a lie. One day German soldiers come. A soldier learns that this boy is like someone in the community that everyone trusts. So German soldier goes to Nico and he's like, hey, I need you to help me get all of your people in the town and help me convince them to get on these trains to go to new jobs and live new places. When in reality, they were getting on the trains to be taken to concentration camps. And so of course at this point Nico hears this. He doesn't even know that it's not the truth, but he believes the German officer, and he tells everyone in his whole town, it's okay, you can trust me, we're gonna be taken to new places to get new houses. They believed him. They got on the train, and it's a book about Nico's life and how bad he feels about it and the length that he goes to correct it and the guilt and the hardship that he puts himself through because of it. Yeah. Yes, I hope that was good. Okay. But yeah, those are my recs. Definitely read those books. Let me know what you think. And if you guys have any recs for me, I would greatly and gladly appreciate them, because that's one of the things that is kind of cool about having like low subscribers, is that the very few comments I get, I take them like very seriously. Like I'm just like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely gonna check that out, because like you guys, like, y'all the only ones that are talking to me, bro. I don't have any like friends in real life that care about books, you know what I mean? Like I'm the one forcing books down their throat, not the other way around. I want someone to throw a book in my face. Come on. Anyways, okay, thanks, bye.